honor to be the one to announce the winner of this year's Lifetime Contribution in Autoethnography Award. So on behalf of this year's conference committee, it is with great pride and honor that I will now introduce and announce the winner of the very first ICAE Lifetime Contribution in Autoethnography Award. For some years, we have felt a need to recognize, honor, and give thanks to those who have made a significant contribution to the development and nurturance of the field of autoethnography and those working within it. Choosing to embark on the road of autoethnography and critical qualitative inquiry is definitely not a choice of comfort. It involves working against the grain, through and with pain and dedication. It is often poorly recognized within academia and the larger community of qualitative research. And thus, we find it important to remind ourselves and future generations of those who have supported this genre of research, scholarship, and activism. Early in 2020, the conference committee invited nominations for the first ICAE Lifetime Contribution in Autoethnography Award. We did receive several nominations, and all representing persons who had contributed substantially to the field of autoethnography and who were indeed very worthy candidates. The committee has had thorough discussions about who should receive this year's award. Though not being an easy decision, the final decision is unanimous. The winner of this year's award has contributed to the field in various manners for decades. The person is widely published nationally and internationally and has taught, supervised, inspired, and supported countless students and academics. The award winner's fearlessness and commitment to calling out injustice in mental health services and falsehoods in mental health education serves as a continuing motivation to do better at both. Or, as he might put it himself, to learn to fail better. Through a tireless and persistent urge to trouble the world, he has inspired and developed the field of autoethnography, insisting that focus cannot mainly be placed on the auto, but also on the etno. Or quoting Charles Wright Mills, neither the life of an individual nor the history of a society can be understood without understanding both. Through continuously troubling the world, this year's winner also contributes to trouble and expand autoethnographic approaches and expressions. Retirement seems to put no restraints on him. On the contrary, the award winner continues to work feverishly to address injustice and marginalized stories. Furthermore, rather than resting on his laurels through all that he has achieved, he continues to move forward. During recent years, he has developed the field further through troubling autoethnography and expanding it by drawing on post-human perspectives and theoretical philosophy. Through fearlessly questioning himself and the world he is entangled with, he questions so much more. For many years now, he has carried the autoethnographic torch. Rather than insisting on enlightening others with his torch, he encourages others to find their own ways and to carry their own torches. Thanks to this year's award winner, there are many little lights around the world. Little and scattered lights that insist on the right to shine despite hardship and resistance. Now they may look dim and innocent, but when we put them together, as we have seen over these past 3 days, these lights shine ever so bright. Though often referring to himself as loud and tactless, I know that I have the autoethnographic community behind me when insisting that this year's award winner, besides having an innovative and brilliant mind, also has a very big and warm heart. For all that he has given and continues to give, for all that he is and continuously becomes. The first ICAE Lifetime Contribution in Autoethnography Award goes to Alec Grant.
Yay! Yay! Fantastic.
So I know, Alec, that if I know you right, you may want to say a few words.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes worth of words, actually. Thank you, Trude, dear friend. It gives me great pleasure to accept this award. I'm honoured and privileged. So thanks to you all, Katrina, David, Andrew, Trude. It may sound pretentious to say that autoethnography has saved my life, but it has. I've written myself into new incarnations, new environments, new, better ways of being Alec Grant, lots of times. Every time I write autoethnographically, I'm writing myself into my next world. I started using the approach 25 years ago in my PhD research. I'd come across Ellis and Flaherty's excellent text, Investigating Subjectivity. It was a seminal, groundbreaking text at the time. And as a result, I began to see emotionality and subjectivity as resources rather than as irritants. I was advised by my research supervisors and other senior people in my university not to write in the first person, but I did. I was advised not to critique organizational culture, in particular the culture of my university, but I did. For a few years after that, I was writing straight stuff, conventional qualitative inquiry and positivist work, alongside single and co-authored autoethnography. You sometimes have to do this to survive. Sink into the mire, embrace the butcher, but change the world, it needs it. One day, my head of school at the university, a Gucci accessorized greasy pole dancer of limited vision and zero panache, advised me to stop writing autoethnography for publication, as it would be, in her words, bad for my career. I immediately thought, yes, I'm going to write loads of it now. Thank you for being such a consistently wonderful negative role model. Strange to say, it turned out that autoethnography was actually good for my career. A wee while later, the faculty conferred the reader title on me, and so I was able to work from home more and more, thereby getting out of attending departmental meetings that made me want to saw my head off. Or maybe they wanted me out of the way, bless them. I get a lot out of mentoring people on their autoethnographic journeys and co-writing with them, and generally trying to be as encouraging and as accessible as possible, while always challenging them to do better. It's good to see people come on and publish exciting stuff, and sometimes doing this with them, alongside them. I'm with Laurel Richardson, and I guess many others, when I say that conventional qualitative inquiry has bored me to catatonia for so long that I've stopped reading it. Being a bit of an uncompromising contrarian by disposition, I love challenging orthodoxy. I sometimes see a danger in autoethnography becoming just another well-established qualitative club. I've little time for people who dispassionately dip into the approach, who appropriate it as a one-off method to suit the occasion. I think you have to live it, live criticality, challenging cultural sacred cows, being an autoethnography on legs. If it doesn't change your life, it's not worth doing. Avoid narrative entrapment on as many levels as possible. Don't cut your conscience to suit this year's fashions. A long-standing irritation for me is people who think they're doing autoethnography simply by telling a facile, self-serving story. At worst, these come in two kinds, and I'm going to caricature them. First, you get the sugary, sanitized Sunday best stories to cheer readers up. A smile, a song, a merry jape. Secondly, poor me sob stories. My boyfriend left me, the fucking bastard. The implicit subtext here is, but I don't use these expletives in my writing as it wouldn't be appropriate because this is an academic journal and you're not allowed to do that quite right too. Thankfully, these kind of autoethnographies are rare, but I see them from time to time in journal articles across several journals and as a peer reviewer. Cultural critique is absent, or cultures are stroked rather than held up to critical interrogation, or cultures are simply regarded as neutral backdrops to life. The way the world is the way the world should be. Strings of hackneyed contemporary cultural cliches are used as a result of unscrutinized conceptual entrapment. These simply replicate, reify the world without rocking it. In my opinion, autoethnographers should strive to find new words, challenge their own implicitly held sacred cows by wording to new world, to bring new realities into being. This pulls on critical reflexivity, of course, but critical reflexivity promises more than it delivers. It's a failed project to the extent that we're always blinded by our own perspectives, looking through dark glasses darkly with dark glasses on. But though we're condemned to fail, we must constantly try to feel better. For what else can we do? Thank you once again, dear friends. Thank you.